we want to use our subconscious mind as much as we can to make our life as struggle-free and easy and effortless for creating what we want and what we choose, to getting those things that you want into your life. These are the 7 do's for your vision map to make it the most effective possible. And so let's go through these items one by one and get a little bit more clarity. So words and pictures. So when you say a word, if you're like most people, you don't see the letters of the words. If I say bus, you don't see B-U-S, the letters, B-U-S, whichever way that is for you. You see a picture of a bus, whatever kind of bus is most common for you. Maybe it's a bright yellow school bus, maybe it's a VW bus, maybe it's a tour bus. Whatever kind of bus is forefront in your mind, that's the picture. But the point is that the word immediately creates a picture. And so we can use words on our vision board too, as long as they are clear and specific, which is item number 2. Our subconscious mind loves details. It wants to give you exactly what it is. If you have studied much on subconscious at all, you know that it houses every single piece of memory. Everything since even before you were born is stored in your subconscious mind. So if you're telling it you want something, it's going to ask you, well, what color? I know 50,000 colors. What color do you want it to be? And so the more specific that you can get, specifically with numbers, things you want, money that you want, a level of a goal that you want. If you can say, hey, when I'm going to go on a race and I want my time to be this down to the second, that is the kind of stuff that your subconscious mind loves. It wants to get specific. It wants to hone in as quick as possible because all it does is obey what your conscious mind sends down all the way to it. So clear and specific. Then also you want it to be not just the thing. I see a lot of people that will say, this is my dream car, this is my dream house, and they'll put a picture of their BMW or their Ferrari or whatever on their vision board. And that's great. That's helping us get clarity and helping us decide where we want to go, because sometimes you'll find in the process of creating your vision map that, okay, I have a magazine and it's got 5 different pictures of the same model of car, but they're all different colors. Well, now not only do I have to choose the model of the car I want, I also have to choose what color. And do you see how the process of creating this detailed vision map is going to help you get really clear and specific and help your mind know exactly what to find for you and bring into your awareness in your world? Very cool process. And so we want it to be not just the thing, we want it to be you and the thing. We want the thing in your life. We don't want to think about having a thing, because if you think about it, if you did have a Ferrari on your vision board, the idea is not just to have the Ferrari in a showroom and you own it, because then you would still have a Ferrari. The idea is you want to get in it and you want to drive fast and feel the wind in your hair and go, you know, maybe open top on a freeway really fast or something. You want the experience. And so you are part of that experience. So you need to be on your vision board too. I hope that's making sense. Colorful, that's the next thing. The reason we're doing the vision map is so we can find the quickest and most efficient path to getting those things that you want into your life. And so when it's colorful, it just adds another dimension. It gives your mind another assignment for how to work. See, emotion is the language of your subconscious mind, the thing that's always on, that's always working to find things that can help you get your goals. And so color is a big part of emotion. And so we want to use all the tools at our disposal. So make sure that you got a lot of color on your vision board to help you evoke those emotions. We'll come back to that in just a minute. Balanced. Now, I've seen as I coach and work with people, sometimes it's very business focused or very career focused. I want to attain this level. I want to have this amount of money. I want this many people underneath me or reporting to me as a supervisor. And it can be very one-sided. And if you don't pay attention to the balance piece, several areas in your life, you can start to feel that it's a little heavy on the one side, and that maybe getting your goals in this area, maybe that means you think in the back of your mind that you have to give up these other areas which are also important to you. So I find it's very important that you're able to Set goals in all areas of your life, because we want you to be able to understand that when you do get those professional goals or those athletic goals or those spiritual or relationship goals, that you don't have to give up all the other areas of your life. You're able to have everything at once. That's another thing that as I mentor people, they feel like they have to choose, like if they get this, then they have to give up. It's not necessarily true. And so let's take a look at your vision mapping template. First thing I'll let you know is it doesn't matter which category goes in which box. That part is not strategic. The point is to make sure that you address each area: business, spiritual, relationship, physical things that you want, your physical body, vacation or getaway, another thing, wealth and contribution. And so these are different areas, and you can customize yours. You don't have to necessarily use these. I find these are a good fit for a lot of people, but if you have an area I haven't addressed and you want to substitute something out, that's totally fine. But the idea is for you to see, hey, I'll feel good about my whole life as I start achieving things in different areas, and at least I'll know I have goals in different areas. So I'll feel like a whole person. I'll feel like getting my goals in business or vacation doesn't mean that I neglect my health or my relationships. Is that making sense? Okay. After balanced, we've got organized. And so I hope you do notice the 3x3 grid here. Our subconscious mind loves patterns. It loves organization. And in fact, it has been said that order is heaven's first law. Anytime you need to create something at a higher level, for example, scaling your business, you must have order, you must have systems. And so why not apply that as you do your vision mapping as well? And if you think about this, I had a job one time where I had to memorize thousands of numbers. Years and years ago, when you worked at Costco, you had to call out the number of the product. And so we would systematically learn all the numbers inside a Costco warehouse, at least the most popular one. I know that sounds crazy now that we have scanners, but that's how it was. We had to learn the numbers. And I learned about learning in that process. And what it was is your mind can really easily remember 3, maybe 4 numbers. But once you get to 5 numbers in a row, the sequence starts to get exponentially harder for your mind to automatically remember. And so if you think about your phone number, it's probably comprised of a 3-digit area code, a 3-digit prefix, and a 4-digit number, right? And so really it's a 10-digit number, but instead of saying, here's your number, then it's been broken down. So it's easier for me to remember, it's easier for me to tell you, it's easy for you to assimilate. If you think about credit card numbers, instead of just saying, here's 16 numbers, usually it's 4 sets of 4, right? And so we want to make our pathway easy for our brain to help us get what we want in our life. And so that's why the 3x3. Now, on this template, this is your creation space. What we've done is taken it and put it on a piece of paper. You could put this on a cork board. You could even just take some painter's tape and make a square on your wall. And you just want to find a space that you say, this is where I'm declaring that I want to create some stuff. This is the things that I am choosing. And so I like it as a paper, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. Let's get through all 7 of these on the list. Now you understand organized. And the last one is emotional and attained. So we've talked about that emotion is the language of your subconscious mind, which is always on, which is always working. And the whole point of having your vision map is so that you can take advantage of that power to start looking for opportunities and attracting things into your life, manifesting, some people call it. I don't want to get too deep in this training, but your thoughts actually have frequency, like a radio frequency. It's energy. It can be photographed if you get the right kind of camera. It's pretty cool. So by just defining and knowing what we want, and thereby when you put your item on your vision board, you're asking for it. In a way, you're saying, this is what I choose. And you're placing your order. And so that's a cool process. And what you want to do is get excited. The last part of the vision map is, and I've got more advanced trainings on vision broadcasting and some of this kind of stuff. You can really go far with this emotional piece. But the idea is we don't want something 2-dimensional and flat that we just stick on a wall and it sits. We want to have you interacting with your vision map, going up to it, ideally twice a day, morning and night, and creating a pattern of new thoughts. and having these be emotional. Again, with the Ferrari example, not just having a picture of the car that's two-dimensional. Imagining yourself maybe test driving, maybe you go down and you smell it if they don't let you test drive it. You know, if it's a dream home, maybe you go through some model homes and you walk through and you imagine, if this was my house, where would I put my couch? And you start to internalize and you bring yourself into it. And the emotional piece is, I'm so excited and full of gratitude because I have attained the thing. This is what it feels like when I get the thing into my life, and it's awesome. I worked so hard. This is so cool. How would I tell my friends? Would they be excited too? And can you feel the excitement of attaining something off your vision board? And so that's what we want, is we want to really use that emotional piece in your brain, put it to work for you, and make this a 3D thing. Can you smell what it's gonna feel like? Can you feel, you know, the feel if you're working for a certain outfit, a special dress, can you feel the sequins or the silk? You know, can you feel what it's gonna be like to zip up those pants if you're going on a weight loss journey and that's your goal, is a smaller waist size? What's it gonna be like when you fit into those clothes? You really want to take and make that piece emotional. So that's what we've talked about. Now, the last piece of this, and do watch for more detailed trainings on your book of proof. But again, we want to use our subconscious mind as much as we can to make our life as struggle-free and easy and effortless for creating what we want and what we choose. And so as you take these down, and you can do on your wall a larger version of this, a poster board size, but you get the idea. Order, specific, balance, colorful, emotional, clear and specific, words and pictures. You guys have the basics down now. So even if you create this on a larger scale, I would encourage you to take and cut out the things as you attain them and save those. Those are precious. They have all of the energy of you thinking and visualizing yourself with the thing. Don't throw these old vision boards away, especially after you start achieving things. Take and save those, and I can teach you more about how to organize a book of proof for your subconscious to help you even gain more momentum. But keep those things that you take off your vision board.